ahead and do this little One Piece live reaction, I guess, because I have not read this newest chapter. It's 783 in my way from the English Shonen Jump. If you're not reading that, you should be. No scanlations up in here. But anyways, let's get down to it. I guess on the cover page, Solitary Journey of Jinbei for Son of the Sea, Volume 27. I wanna go with you. So we've got Wadatsumi right here, looking at Jinbei. I guess Jinbei's gonna get up out of there, and Wadatsumi wants to go with him. And all I have to say about that is, if Wadatsumi comes back with Jinbei when he meets up with the Straw Hats, I'm going to be upset. I don't like Wadatsumi. He's annoying. Anyways, let's get into the chapter. We've got that whole thing from last time with Treble, and the flames are coming out from the palace. You know, Robin and Kiros, Rebecca, some of the Tontadas, Mancherry, Leo, Cub, they're looking up at the flames and seeing like, oh, what's going on? We should be going up there. And Kiros is all like, no, I think staying down here would be better, not interfere with Louis' fight. And Robin agrees. Yeah, she thinks we'd only be getting in the way because even the man with the same Seven Warlords title as Doflamingo, Law is in a terrible state. And Luffy's getting out of there with Law, and Law, of course, as you know, is freaking, got the snot beaten out of him. So then Luffy, I guess, is jumping down to where Robin is, and they notice each other. Oh, so no. Luffy is throwing Law down to Robin, and Robin catches him with her spider net, and Luffy's gonna stay up there and take out Doflamingo. So then Doflamingo's all like, no, we're not having that. I'm getting Law right now, and does his little bullet string, but then Luffy intercepts it with a Hawk Whip, and Cavendish comes out in here with his precious metal axe, and Robin continues to call him Cabbage, which is pretty great. And he is admitting that he fell asleep and that he wants to, or Luffy wants Cavendish to escort everyone down from here so that they're all safe. And he's saying that he wants to fight Doflamingo with this whole thing. You know what they've been doing, but Luffy's all like, no, it's me. I'm going after him. So then Cavendish has this little like hierarchy of things where it goes from needs me to trust to magnetism to popularity, and at the very bottom, Straw Hat is my fan. So, and he's all like, all right, he's my fan, and I can't turn down requests, so we're gonna listen to what he says. So then we see that Bartolomeo is on the lower level, and we can use his barrier powers to descend everyone at once. We're trying to figure out what Leo can do for Law, and he's all like, we can just sew his wounds together, and then Manchery can heal them all up with the watering can. With her watering can, I guess, over tears or something. But, yeah, so they're all like, we're gonna listen to Luffy and do what he says. So then, Bartolomeo, or I guess Cavendish is trying to get Bartolomeo's attention, and he's all going crazy, foaming at the mouth over Zoro, which is great too. So now we get into the fight between Luffy and Doflamingo once again. And this is a really cool action shot right here. I like this one. But he's all like, enough of this nonsense. Law's suffering is in his last moments of his life, and we should, end it. So, and then Luffy's all like, alright, if you're going to do that, you got to take me out first. Luffy and Doflamingo have, taken notice of the wounds that each of them had taken. And it looks like they're probably going to end up just beating each other to the death. Or trying to, at least. So then Luffy starts off, I guess, with a Gum Gum armament bazooka, if you want to call it that. Bazooka with armament hockey. So Luffy's like, I know you can feel everything that Traffy gave you, and it's not just like all the stuff that he did for Doflamingo didn't go unnoticed. Doflamingo's just like, all right, you got those fast attacks, but there's no weight behind them. It's not really doing anything. So then he does Overheat, which is a huge string, which I guess is like a flaming string or something like that. And he thinks back to the time where he realized that Luffy took out Crocodile. And I guess that's the first time he noticed Luffy, when he saw his wanted poster after beating Crocodile. And then his efforts during the Marineford War, because he was there too. So then Luffy takes a hit by Doflamingo and gets pushed back even further down the palace, and Law finally wakes up, and he wants to be put down because he wants to be the one to he wanted to be the one to take out Doflamingo, but now he's like, all right, Luffy is going to be the one who's going to do it, and if that's true, then I want to be able to watch it. So, and then he's like, if Luffy's going to die, then I may as well die with him. So, since he's the one that got everyone involved in this fight, basically, so he is going to stay there and see it to completion, basically. So now Robin's all like, Luffy's there on his own will. He wanted to be there, or he's there because he wants to be there, and he, you don't have to, you shouldn't feel like you have to be there and do that kind of stuff. But Law keeps insisting that he wants to be there, and Cavendish goes on ahead and just leaves him there. So now, but Cavendish is going to stay with him because he does not want him to commit suicide. So, and then Cavendish says that he wants to die first, I guess. If you die today, it will be after me. I guess that's what that's supposed to mean. But, so now we notice that Bartolomeo has made those stairs so that everybody can get down. So now Cavendish is going to let them all go. So everybody except Cavendish is going to go down there and be safe. So Luffy prepares a Grizzly Magnum and tries to get Doflamingo, but Doflamingo dodges it and zips out of the air and gets another blow on Luffy. So, I mean, at this point, it's just Doflamingo dodging all of Luffy's hits and Luffy taking all these hits from Doflamingo. And he states that there's a 1 hour limit. That's the time you have left until the birdcage closes completely and everyone is done. So he's just like, well, he says within 30 minutes, so that's how much time is left, I guess. Or the dead will begin to mount somewhere or another. So people are going to start dying with these different marks. So within 30 minutes, people will start to die. After 40, you'll be able to hear screams from here at the palace. At 50 minutes, the land will be as red as a flattened tomato, and within the hour, there'll be no more voices. So he assumes that the fate of Dressrosa means nothing to Luffy, but the dead will curse him as they die. So he's like, if you didn't come here, Dressrosa would have been at peace. And Luffy's like, no, you're lying. That's not true. And then Doflamingo's all like, there'd be no end if you decided to save them all. And does the passing pirate fancy himself a hero now and stop getting in his way? But then Luffy says that Doflamingo's the one in his way. So then You know, he made his friends cry. He made his friends mad, and Doflamingo's still walking. So Luffy is not gonna let any of them die, and the bird cage is going down. So then you see Luffy. He raises his fist up to his mouth, and he says, "You and your cage are in my way." Gear 4. And of course, typical Oda fashion, there's no chapter next week. So, okay. Seeing this was I think this was a good chapter, honestly. Seeing, Luffy continue to fight Doflamingo as the hours, or the minutes tick down, and Law kind of like at first I thought it was kind of like how or Law wanted to stay there so badly because he just wanted to beat Doflamingo. And while that's true, it's also because of wanting to be by Luffy's side because he's the one who dragged him into all this, and he feels like there's a sense of guilt right there. But then Gear 4, wow, I I don't think any of us were expecting this. This just kind of came out of nowhere because you know we've had Gear Second and Gear Third. Uh, Gear Third or Gear Set actually the first two gears, Gear Second and Gear Third, um, they both kind of were alluded to before this happened. Like Luffy said he had a new move that he wanted to show off, and then he does Gear 2, and then he does that thing in Enia's lobby with Chimney to do Gear 3rd, or Gear 3, however you say it. But with this one, this just kind of came out of nowhere, and I'm honestly excited because I don't think he's gonna pull like a oh he's gonna mention it, but we're not gonna see it till later. I think the next chapter we're gonna see what's going on here, and I think it's gonna be great. It's Oda, so we're gonna see what happens, and I'm excited. But yeah, all the other stuff with Law and Cavendish, I thought that was really great too. Cavendish also kind of got a little bonus points in my book for wanting to stay by Law in that regard. But anyways, if you like this kind of little chapter review and you want to see more, I can do that. So just let me know. Make sure to comment on the video, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it. And follow me on Twitter too. I'm there a lot, and that's the easiest way probably for you guys to get in contact with me. So if you like this kind of video, if you want to see more stuff, just let me know, and stay tuned for, I guess, 2 weeks. That's the next chapter that's coming out. So catch you guys later.